Hello, Amber Villhauer here, your online business development expert and owner of NGNG Enterprises, standing for No Guts, No Glory. I'm here today. I'm kind of on my soapbox a little bit right now, but I feel very passionately about what I'm about to share with you today. All week long, I have talked to potential clients, regular clients, seen posts on Facebook. It's kind of happening everywhere, and it's gotten me a little freaked out. And what's happening is that I am seeing coaches everywhere that are struggling to monetize now. And what's happened, what I'm seeing a lot of, is that you poor coaches have done your due diligence, you've bought the programs, you've put some funnels in place, you put up your website, you've worked on your content probably a little too much. You've worked on branding, and at the end of the day, you're not getting clients, you're not making income, and you're kind of freaking out a little bit. You're overwhelmed because there's so much to implement, there's so much to do, and at the end of the day, you're just feeling defeated, right? I mean, really what you want is you have this passion inside of you. You know you can help people, but you just need clients. So I have seen in all of these Facebook groups, all of these other people giving feedback. Oh, you need to set up your product funnel. You need to build your email list. You should be doing more live events. You should be building more product. You should be blogging more. And it kind of frustrates me because if you are in a situation where you need to make money now, those things are not what I would advise you to do. Those things are really great for long-term success. But you know what? If you start blogging more, it's going to take you time to get results from blogging. So I'm going to share with you 4 key ways that you can make immediate income so that you have oxygen again, that anxiety lifts, to where you can start focusing on those other things and building for the long term as well as the short term. So I'm going to go deep into this content. I'm going to give you very specific examples. What I'm about to share with you is not just some fluff idea, some pie in the sky idea. It's nothing that's going to take you a tremendous amount of time. And it's nothing that I've heard from somebody else and thought I would just recycle that onto you. What I am about to share with you are 4 things that I have done time and time again, proven that it makes immediate income. And I'm talking about within the next week or 2, not the next few months, the next week or 2. So bring out a pen and paper. We're going to go into it. This isn't going to be a 5-minute video because I'm going to give you real value here, okay? Now, again, these are strategies that I have implemented myself. Now, I have a business that has a slew of done-for-you services. We build websites for authors, speakers, and coaches. We help you with setting up your social media, both branded graphics or done-for-you posting. We help with your product development, product launches. We're building membership sites and affiliate programs and product funnels and helping with email marketing. You name it, I probably do it for our clients. And I also do coaching. And so I am a coach just like you. And there have been times in my business where I needed immediate cash. And I'll give you one example that actually happened to me early 2014, where I had invested a lot into a product launch that didn't go exactly the way I expected it to. And I lost about $20,000 on that product launch. Learned a lot, but hey, it happens. It's natural. It's a natural part of business. On top of that, I had a $20,000 tax bill that I wasn't expecting. And on top of that, I was getting married in a few short months, so had, the investment of a wedding. And it wasn't a huge wedding, but come on, weddings are weddings. So all of a sudden, at once, I needed to generate about $50,000. And that's not a small amount. I mean, some of you watching would be thinking, I wish I could make 50 grand in a year. But I had to come up with that and fast. And so what I did is I looked at my past, came up with a couple of new ideas, and the strategies that I did to get myself out of that hole in less than a month is what I'm going to be sharing here with you. So let's start with the first one. The first one is think about getting strategic partners. And this one may or may not be an immediate action step for you, but I'm going to share it with you nonetheless. When I started my business back in 2007, I knew it was going to take time to build my blog, right? I thought, realistically, it's probably going to take me a year or two of blogging 1 to 2 times a week before I really get good, solid traction with the blog. Now, you might be thinking, a year or two? I thought it was a matter of weeks. No, there are millions of blogs online right now, and you can't believe that within posting a post or two a week for a couple of months that you're going to gain any traction when there's millions of blogs out there, and most of them are producing content at a much faster rate. Blogging is one of the best things that you can do in your business for the long term. You need to get to at least 100 blog posts written, published before you even begin to really see great results with that blog. I still think you need to put it into your schedule, do it once or twice a week, but I didn't have that kind of time. I needed to make clients, I needed to make sales right away, obviously, when I first started my business. So what I did is I thought outside of the box, and I got strategic partners. I thought, who's my ideal target client? For me, it was authors, speakers, and coaches. I don't care what industry you're in. If you're a coach, I want to work with you. And then I thought, where are authors, speakers, and coaches hanging out? Not the individuals. I want groups. So what I did is I created a strategic partnership with a publishing company out in California. What happened was they needed somebody to run their #1 bestseller campaigns and make their books bestsellers on Amazon. Each book had up to 35 authors inside of that book. So think of it like a Chicken Soup for the Soul series. So what happened was they needed somebody to run their Amazon campaigns and to run their affiliate programs. Now, I can run an affiliate program. That's easy for me. I didn't know how to run a bestseller campaign. However, the owner of the company said, since you know how to run affiliate programs, I'll teach you how to run bestseller campaigns, then you can do the whole thing. So I wasn't even fully qualified, but she taught me what I needed to know, and now we were off to the races. So now I'm launching book after book after book full of 35 authors in each book. Tremendous opportunity because these authors didn't have an online platform. Many of them didn't have websites. They had no free gifts to offer. They were brand spanking new. Well, this was a huge opportunity for me because I offer those services. So I had a conversation with the owner of the company and I said, hey, why don't I offer those services to your authors and I'll give you 10% as a thank you. And bam, we were off to the races once again. This was an easy decision for that company owner because it's an extra way for her to monetize and she doesn't have to do any work. But for me, it was an easy way to get access to a regular flow of clients. So that way I wasn't up at midnight stressing out about when my next client was going to be attracted to me, because I already had a regular flow of them coming. This really gave me tremendous ease so that I could go out and be my creative self on my blog posts, knowing that eventually that traffic would come in addition, and then I would be really into growth mode. At the same time, I partnered with a local web development company, did the same thing. They outsourced their programming work to me, and so it was just another way for me to monetize. Now, fast forward almost 8 years, and I have had these same strategic partnerships with companies like eWomen Network, which is the largest women's professional network in North America. John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire. I'm so thrilled that we have a partnership and I can service his podcasters through his Podcaster Paradise membership. I have strategic partnerships all over the world, and these people are just sending me clients as it makes sense. I give them 10% as a thank you. So it's an easy way for them to monetize, and it's a win for me as well. So that's my first tip for you, is think outside of the box. Who could you have a strategic partnership with? So for example, let's say that you are a divorce coach. Well, maybe it makes sense for you to connect with relationship coaches so that when somebody is coaching a couple and they're headed toward divorce and that goes outside of their realm of expertise, they can refer their clients over to you and you can give that person 10%. So you have a huge opportunity because there's relationships coaches all over the place. And it's an easy strategic alliance that you can make. Or with lawyers or mediators. I mean, just think outside of the box. There's tons of ideas. And if you ever want to sit down with me and brainstorm, I'd be happy to offer you a complimentary 30-minute call so that we can connect and really discuss your unique situation. Once you've found a strategic partner that you want to align yourself with, it's so simple. Here's what you have to do. Send that person an email. Say, hey, I came across your website. I love what you're about. I found some synergy between what you're doing and what I'm doing. I'd love to set up a 15 to 30-minute call so that we can get to know each other and see if there's some way that we can play together or work together. Thanks. And then that's the end of the email. Now, how many of those emails do you think you could send out in a day? How quickly do you think that you would get a strategic partner in your back pocket? And those people can start sending you work right away. So that is my first tip for you. Go get some strategic partners. It has been a tremendous way of building my company. And I can tell you just one other quick thing. With that original publishing company that I'm still connected with today, for all of these years, that has been one of my best strategic partnerships, and many years in a row, that company accounted for more than half of my yearly income, just that one strategic partner. So there's a ton of great value in just that first tip alone, but I still have 3 more for you, so hang in there. The second tip that I have for you is what I call cold call emails. Cold call emails. Now, here's how this works. You go to somebody's website, you send them a contact inquiry, and you're offering to support that person, and you're suggesting that you get on a call with that person. And then on that call, you're getting to know each other and figuring out how they can become a client and how you guys can work together moving forward. Give you a quick example of this. So back in November, I had got a new client. We were building a brand new custom designed website for this client. They were divorce coaches. So I was going out into Google preparing for my design call because I really wanted to see what other divorce coach websites were out there. So I'm looking on Google, and there weren't very many really great divorce coaching websites. And there was one right off the bat, the first one that I looked at actually. And when I was looking at this person's website, I just felt like full on. I was so excited. I looked at her picture, I connected with her, I read her message, and I just felt like, you know what, this woman has every opportunity to be tremendously successful in this industry. However, there's some fatal flaws on her website, and it made me really concerned for her. So what I did is I thought, what are the top 3 suggestions that I can give to this woman? And I picked them out. It was something to do with her opt-in box, and I can't remember the other ones at this point because, well, I'll get to that in a second. So what I did is I sent her an email. This was not a template that I had created. The email that I sent this divorce coach was strictly from the heart. Opened up, I was fully transparent and authentic, and I said, hey, I came across your website because I was doing research for another client, and when I came to your website, I just fell in love with you practically. I mean, I just love what you're doing. However, there are some things on your website that could really be hurting your results. Then I told her a little bit about what I do. I build websites for authors, speakers, and coaches, and I don't just build beautiful sites. I build sites that are meant to get you results. There's a big difference. So right off the bat, I can tell that you need this, change, this change, and this change. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping bounds. I'm not trying to pitch you, but I would love to connect with you and work with you on these things if you don't already have a web team available to you. Please reach out and connect with me. I'd love to offer you a complimentary 30-minute call where we can get to know each other. And either way, if it's not a fit, no problem. And I hope that those suggestions added value to you. And that's all I did. And you know what? That client came back to me. It was one of my favorite clients of all time, as it turns out. She's an incredible woman. We made the updates to her website, and it was almost a $2,000 sale right then and there. And I really wanted to make sure that it wasn't about the sale, because for me, it's more about helping you push your message forward than it is about the sale. I love and respect money. Obviously, we need that to grow and to sustain our business. But for me, there's a much deeper meaning behind working with people. So what I did is, just to make sure it was clear that this wasn't about the sale, I continued to over-deliver and give her extra value throughout the duration of us working together. And she was tremendously happy with the service that I provided. And I believe she's going to be a very long-term client. So my way to encourage you is I would have you go to Google and start searching for websites with your perfect target client. So let's say that you are a health coach. And let's say that you are looking to work with mompreneurs, so stay-at-home moms who are also having a part-time business online. Let's say that what you do is go to Google, search for mompreneurs or mom online business, something along the lines of those keywords. Go to those websites that come up in Google. On the ones that really resonate with you, it's got to be somebody you really connect with. Go to the contact page and write them an email from the heart. Tell them why you wanted to reach out to them, what you do. Give them a couple of suggestions. So for example, you could say something like, I am a health coach and I work with mompreneurs, and what I do is I make sure that they have peak energy levels, because I know that you're running around like a chicken with their head cut off, and you've got to worry about the kids and dinner and your husband and your business. And at the end of the day, I bet you probably feel depleted and, in desperate need of energy. You're probably fatigued. You probably have lack of focus, and I can help you with those things. In fact, right off the bat, what I would like to suggest to you is bam, 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 these three things. I'd love to have a complimentary call with you, because I can already tell we're going to get along famously, and I really think that there's some value that I could add to you. If you're interested, please reply back. I'd love to hear from you, and if not, I hope that added value to your day. Thanks a lot. So that's the kind of email that I would encourage you to write. And I know I'm going a little fast here, but you can always pause the video and rewind it. But you want to write something from your heart that's very genuine, because that's how you're going to stand out from the crowd. If you are having a goal of sending out, 50 of those emails a day, if you're really needing clients, a good portion, at least 25% of those people will get back to you and set up the complimentary call with you, and then a portion of those people will become immediate clients. So really, how aggressively you do this is up to you. And I would make each email that you send to each website different, because you want to make it really personal and unique to that person. But hey, if you're in a bind, that's the next suggestion that I would make to you. Now let's move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 has to do with offering free strategy sessions. And I know, hey, you're thinking, I can't give stuff away for free. I need to make money. This is how you make money, though, so just bear with me. So what I would encourage you to do is offer 45-minute free strategy sessions to clients. And if you go to my website, insightfuldevelopment.com, it's listed right below me here. And then what I want you to do is on the About page, or the About tab, there should be a drop down for coaching with Amber or free strategy session with Amber. So there's a tab for that. It's going to take you to a page that has a little bit of an intro that says, hey, I can offer you a 45-minute strategy session for free to help push your business forward. Here's how that works. This is what my hourly rate is. I have a testimonial so you can see the feedback that I've gotten from others. And then below that is an application form. And I clearly state serious applicants only, because I want people who are interested in working with me to fill out that form. So then what happens is I go out into my network and I encourage my network to fill out the application form to, win the chance at having a call with me. So here's what happens, because you might be at the place where you don't have a big audience. So I'm going to give you lots of different ideas on how you can get people to fill out that application form, okay? So number 1, invite any past clients that you have where you stopped working together for whatever reason, invite them to fill out the application form. Reach out into your email contact list and think, who do I have that knows people that, might be involved in my perfect target audience? So for example, maybe you have a girlfriend who is also a health coach and she has a network, or maybe you met somebody on a Facebook group and they have, an audience in a similar field. Whomever it is, however you get to those people, send them an email and say, hey, I'm looking to do some free strategy sessions. You could say so you're doing this for a multitude of reasons. For example, you could say, I'm only looking for good feedback or testimonials. I'm looking to hone my coaching skills. I'm looking to get more experience. I'm looking to do more market research. Whatever your reasoning is, you can let people know that, hey, I'm looking to do this because I'm looking for testimonials and I want to really fine-tune my coaching my coaching process or whatever. So you can give those people a reason as to why you're gifting so much time away. But then ask them, could you send out an email to people that you think would be interested? Or don't even prejudge. Could you send out an email to your whole email list? Could you make a post about this on your Facebook page? People are nice. People want to help other people. I'm doing this video because I can't stand all of the posts I've seen on Facebook with people not making money. It literally hurts my heart to see people struggle. So that's why I'm doing this video. It's just to help you. So if you were to ask somebody for help, they're going to want to help you. Come on. Another thing that you can do is reach into your LinkedIn contacts, right? Send out individual emails through your LinkedIn contacts and invite them to a strategy session. You could do that with Google groups, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, Twitter groups. I mean, there's really no limit to how you find people. The biggest problem that I have found that a lot of coaches have is they feel nervous or insecure to reach out to people because they don't want to be pushy, they don't want to be salesy, they don't want to, get in the way, and all of a sudden we start to feel small. And I would encourage you to play bigger, to feel bigger, to get more confidence. Fake it till you make it if you have to. But you know what? This is your time. If you don't make this happen in your business, if you can't find a way to reach out to people and generate some income, knowing that you have a real gift, a real talent, you can help people, then you're going to have to leave this business behind and go get some other job where you're helping somebody else push their dreams forward. And I know you don't want that. So sometimes we have to do things that are uncomfortable to get us to where we want to go. You have to, at the end of the day, know without a doubt that you did everything that you could to make this business successful, right? So you got to pick up that phone. You got to send out that email. You have to do the things that make you uncomfortable to get to where you want to go. Regardless, when you reach out to these people, again, it can be a short email. Hey, found your profile on LinkedIn. I thought we had some synergy going on. I am looking to do a few 45-minute complimentary strategy sessions with people because I'm looking for good feedback and I'm looking to hone my coaching skills. These are the types of things that we can discuss. I wondered if you would be open and willing to giving me 45 minutes of your time if you need help in these areas. Simply click here and fill out the strategy application form, and then as soon as I receive that, we can immediately set up our call. If there's any questions that I can answer for you, please let me know. Something as simple as that. Put your heart into it. Don't put your marketing cap on. Put your heart into that email and you'll get results with it. I'm just going to tell you right now. When you have these strategy sessions, there's actually a formula to it. And the formula is simple, right? It's mainly just use your intuition and come up with the solution on the spot for whatever that person needs, okay? So here's the example. Somebody comes in and you spend the majority of that call finding out what all of their problems are. My problem is my mindset. I can't get focused. I don't believe in myself. I can't sell anything. I'm having relationship issues. I'm struggling with my children. Whatever the issues are with relation to what your overall topic is as a coach, then you can start giving some tips and some solutions right then and there because they need to get a sense of your expertise. They need to get a sense of your credibility and your value. So you definitely want to give targeted advice on those calls. But then use the last 10 to 15 minutes of the call with some sort of a close that works for you. Now for me, I'm about the softest salesperson that ever existed. I'm not a hard salesperson kind of gal. And you know what? Luckily, I give so much value that I don't have to be a hard salesman. So maybe that's your philosophy too. I bet it is. But here's what you would do. Say, you know what, Susie, I very clearly see that the problems that you're faced with are A, B, C, D, E. And I believe that I can help you with those. And I think that what you need is blank, a strategy plan. You need accountability. And if you just knew the exact schedule to do whatever, then you would hit your goals, right? And get that validation. Yes, that is what I'm looking for. Great. Well, here's what I'm thinking, okay? And let me know what you think about this. I'm thinking that based on what you need, if I just had 2 coaching calls with you, or if I just had 6 coaching calls with you, we could spend those 6 calls going through your 6 problems. So we would dive really deep into each one. We would come up with a focused action plan so you're not overwhelmed. I could build in accountability so that you make this lasting change and you don't have to keep fighting yourself anymore. We could accomplish whatever. You list out the benefits, what they're going to accomplish. So in terms of my coaching rates, you know, they're usually $300 an hour or $100 an hour. But I'm thinking because you need 6, we could always like package it up by offering it to you for this amount, and I can even do a payment plan over 3 or 6 months. And so I'm really thinking that we could make that kind of progress in 6 calls. And what I would even suggest to you is if, you know, after we get into the first call or 2, if for some reason you don't feel it's a fit, it's not a problem. We can stop at any time, but I'm so confident that I can help you that I don't think that's going to be an issue. I just want to make sure that you don't feel, you know, pressured or you have to commit or anything like that, because I'm here for you. But however, you know, if we get to the end, I mean, whatever your deal is for them, you just want to explain it, give them the option and say, so how do you feel about all of that? Do you have any questions? And then bam, let that next part be up to them, and then you can continue the conversation. So again, there really is a really easy way that you can kind of shift the conversation from, this is the work, you know, we've been kind of going back and forth Q&A. All right, so Susie, based on what we've been talking about, I hear you that your problems are A, B, C, D, E, and I can help you with those. And then here's how I think I can help. It's good that on the spot you're coming up with a custom plan, and this is going to keep you on your toes as a coach too, and that's always a good thing. Because each coaching session is going to be completely different, so to try to force somebody into a package may not be your best plan. But anyway, once you kind of get into it, you'll have a sense of what that person is going to need to help them fix their goal, and simply offer that to them on your call. Then ask them, you know, so what do you think about that? Do you have any questions? And then let the ball go back into their court. It's the softest sales approach, but it's highly effective. And I did about 15 of those strategy calls earlier in 2014. I did 15 of those inside of a week and a half and generated almost $20,000 just out of those calls right off the bat. Very effective. And again, I'm not even a high-pressured salesperson, so I can't even imagine what somebody could accomplish if they were like really intense about it. So again, you know, all of these suggestions that I'm giving you, you have to be true to you. You can't force yourself to be like Brendon Burchard or like Marie Forleo, because that's not true to you. You have to do things that make you feel strong and make you feel comfortable, because that's when you're going to get the best result. So far we've talked about strategic partners, we've talked about cold call emails, and we've talked about offering free strategy sessions. The last thing I want to talk to you about is affiliate marketing. Now, I pretty much since my business began, I've consistently made anywhere about $1,000 or more per month with affiliate marketing, and I'm not even really doing that much to push it. So here's what affiliate marketing is. Think of a product or service or event that you really believe in. Okay, so let's say that since I'm a web geek, I'm a web designer, I really believe in the website hosting company WP Engine, short for WordPress engine. So WP Engine, I love them. They are by far the best hosting company online, and trust me, I have experience with all of them. So I really believe in WP Engine. Now, the majority of my clients are hiring me to build their website or make website changes for them. So it's a natural fit that if this client needed hosting, I could say, oh, hey, Bob, well, I really recommend WP Engine for these 8 reasons. If that's within your price range, you can just simply click here and select the personal plan and forward that information to me. Well, when they click here, that button or that link is my own personal affiliate link that I have signed up with WP Engine to become a sales representative for them. They give me my own link that redirects to their website. So anytime somebody clicks on that link and signs up with WP Engine, I make $200 right off the bat. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really need immediate income, affiliate marketing is an awesome way to do it. There are all kinds of services when you really start to think about it that relate to any type of coaching, seriously. So it could be a product, it could be a service, or it could be an event. So another example is a couple of years ago, there was a Brendon Burchard event that was coming out, and I had attended one previously, totally believe in it 1000%. So you have to believe in what you're pitching here. But I believe in it, so I became an affiliate for it. In order to, promote that event, what I did is I wrote a blog post outlining Brendon's coming out with this next event. Here's what it's like. This was my experience when I went. Here are all the reasons I think you should go. Click here to learn more. And that click here button went to Brendon Burchard's sales page, but using my unique link. So I wrote that blog post. Then I took that blog post and I promoted it like crazy throughout social media. I sent that blog post to a few of my best clients that I thought would really benefit from that event, send it to a few strategic partners, family members, whatever, it doesn't matter where you send it. And then what happened is, just out of a result, I probably did 3 to 5 hours total worth of, all of those emails and the blog posts and social media. And out of just that 5 hours worth of promotion, I generated $10,000. And within, it took about a month before the event closed. So, I mean, $10,000 promoting that one event because I believed in it so much. And, sales is all about the transfer of enthusiasm from you to them. So the more enthusiastic you can get about something, people feel that. And the more you believe in what you're doing, you start to build a reputation where anytime I promote anything, people know, oh my gosh, it must be really good, because I don't promote stuff that doesn't work, right? So think about your reputation there as well. But just open up your mind. What events are coming up? What products could I be an affiliate for? And most companies have an affiliate program. I even have an affiliate program. To see if somebody has an affiliate program or not, you can go to their website, scroll all the way down to the bottom footer area, and you'll see a little teeny tiny link usually that says affiliates. You click on that link, you sign up for free. They give you your link, and you just start using that link to promote whatever it is that you're promoting. And usually they make payouts every single month. And so this is a great way for you to easily start generating some monthly revenue while you are sending out your cold call emails, trying to get some strategic partners, offering some free calls, and all of that. So those are my 4 ways to monetize. Now, if you say have 10 hours a week to be working on this, and I think many of you are working full time right now, but let's say you're only working 10 hours a week on your business. What I would encourage you to do is spend 7 of those hours monetizing in the way that I just talked to you about. Spend 3 hours blogging and creating product and all of that, because there is value in doing those things, but those things are not going to bring you immediate income like these other 4 things that I just talked about. So again, if you're the one that says, but I built the funnel and I created these products, or if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not monetizing, so I need to redo my website, I need to redo my brand, I need to invest in all of this new fancy pants stuff. Forget about it. You do not need to do all of those things. Keep your website the way it is. Stop spending money. Go monetize in the 4 ways that I talked to you about. Then as you get some clients, then talk to somebody like myself in our free 30-minute call if you want. Talk to somebody and say, do I really need to redo my website, or is that just in my head to distract me? When that is not the problem. The problem is that I haven't been monetizing. I haven't been focused on how to get immediate clients. So really try to have that conversation with yourself or with somebody that can give you that outside perspective, because a lot of times I'm seeing people do things that they don't need to be doing, or that it works in some industries but not in their industry, and they're just spinning their wheels. And oftentimes we think if we're not getting results, we think it's us. We think it's our message stinks. This idea didn't work after all. Oh my gosh. And then we start really feeling the weight of that. I bet the fact that you're not getting results, I bet it has nothing to do with you. I think it has nothing to do with your message. trust yourself, trust the ideas that you have, but maybe it's just a matter of you just need to email some people and you need to get some conversations going. You need to network more. Maybe that's all it is, and that's going to make the difference between, you know, not getting clients and having clients, which is going to give you the momentum to really build this thing to the next level. So that was me on my soapbox. I know it was a little bit longer of a video, but you know, I really, again, felt called to share this with you. I would love to hear if it was helpful for you. Please leave a comment below. Let me know any questions that you have, or if you want to set up a complimentary call, you can go to insightfuldevelopment.com, listed on the banner just below me. Click on the contact tab. Let's set up a time to talk, because this is something I'm really passionate about, as I'm sure you've been able to see. I really want to support you to move your message forward so that together combined, we can make a huge impact on the world. Thanks a lot for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.